Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you're having a great time and that you're learning a lot about this wonderful product, LipSense. So before I get into the demonstration, I wanted to share a little bit about my backstory. I do have a direct sales background of nearly 10 years, and I was introduced to LipSense a few months ago by a really good friend of mine who's been my partner in crime on previous direct sales adventures. And she brought it to me knowing that I love makeup, and I am really crazy about lipstick too. I confess actually that I am a lipstick junkie. I have been so since I was a teenager. I've always enjoyed bold colors, bright colors, and just being able to find things to accentuate the lips. So whenever I was introduced to this, I was really excited, even though I was a little skeptical, maybe like some of you. I was looking for an opportunity to resolve a problem that I've had in the last year or so. As I'm getting a little bit older, I start seeing these fine lines and wrinkles around my mouth. And what had been happening with traditional lipsticks was that it was starting to kind of bleed or feather off of my lips, and very irritating, as you can probably imagine. And so whenever I heard that this was smudge proof and smear proof, it was not going to rub off or kiss off or be taken off with by water or food, then I was just really excited to try it. So lo and behold, LipSense has been my godsend. I've had a fantastic time with it. I don't have the feathering with it, and I have been able to wear it as long as 12 hours. So for many of you that might be in the same boat where you're a little bit skeptical, I'm happy to answer any questions for you, and I'm excited to share this product with you. Now, a little bit about the science behind it before we get into the actual demonstration. Think of it, because it's in a tube like this, and if you think of it being like your paint can being a liquid color, then it makes sense that whenever you apply it in just one stroke. You're not going to go back and forth, because that is going to actually cause it to smear or streak. And so whenever you apply it, you're just going to swipe once on your bottom lip and then once on your top. Let that dry for a few seconds, and then you do it again and again. You do it a total of 3 times. 3 times for the best results, and that is what the product promotes. And then the science behind the 3 layers, in addition to helping it go on solid color, is that it's going to help with those multiple layers. You're protecting the color against internal environments and external environments. And what I mean by that is the first layer is protecting against saliva and anything, you know, that might be on your skin. Then you apply the second layer, which is your middle layer. Then the third layer is protecting you from external environments, like your food and your coffee and your drinks, that sort of thing. So 3 layers is the key. Now, what I've done today is I have Fly Girl to go with the bright colors that I'm wearing, and we have over 60 shades to pick from, plus you can do custom blends, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But whenever you're about to apply it, you're just going to shake it up a little bit to move the ball around inside the formula. And then, like I said, you're going to go on in 3 coats. And what I like to tell everybody is use the bottom edge for your bottom lip and the rounded edge for your top lip. Okay? So I've not done this before in front of an iPad monitor, so you'll have to bear with me. It's not quite the same as a mirror. And start at the corner. Swipe. Okay? And if you feel like you need to do touch-ups, you can do that at the end. Or we have a thing called Oops Remover, which is a corrector. Now, I'm not going to do the Oops Remover just yet, because I think that I'm just going to be touching up. And I like to start in the middle on the upper lip. Okay, now I may have missed a little bit, but don't worry. I can go back and do that on the 3rd time. So you give it a few seconds to dry between layers. It's going to start feeling tacky, having a little tackiness to it as you go. Now, it's going to tingle perhaps, but if it burns, there's no reason for it to burn. And what is actually the situation is that your lips are really dry. And I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, but that's easily resolved. In fact, with our gloss, it's going to help moisturize and heal those lips by using our product. And if they are very dry and really cracked, and you might have some dry skin or something, we always recommend doing some sort of exfoliation. And an exfoliation can be something as simple as mixing a little bit of baking powder with coconut oil. Or if you don't happen to have coconut oil at home, EVOO works the same way. And so you'll just rub that on your lips, and it will help moisturize them, and they feel really soft too. And then within 2 weeks of using our product, then you're not going to have that burning sensation anymore. And I might also mention that the burning sensation only lasts for a few seconds. Okay, so coat number 2, I'm going to start at the other end this time. And okay, and that little part in the middle I just keep missing. Let that dry. See, they're kind of sticking together. You don't want to rub your lips together though until you put the gloss on, okay? So third layer. Start over here again, right? Okay, now this is where you can also do your touch-ups. And I see over here, oops, I'm gonna leave a little bit on the end there again. I like to use the point as like a lip liner too. So whenever I need to, and you want to get into the little corners of your lips, because that's where, sorry, where saliva can break down the color first. And don't forget on the inside, because that's going to break down a little bit too. Beautiful color. Okay, and I'm going to give myself a little bit more point right there. Okay. So with the color on, then you do your gloss. Gloss is very important because it does moisturize your lips, and it also is going to give you that the moisture back to your lips, because they're completely dry now, free of moisture. We have actually 10 different glosses to pick from. I am going to be demoing just the standard clear gloss, and that comes in a starter set, which is what I recommend for any first-time users. So with the clear gloss, again, shea butter is your primary ingredient, which is why it's so moisturizing. And this is going to have, you know, a very healing effect if you happen to deal with any dryness in your lips. And on the gloss, FYI, you can rub that back and forth. That's not a problem. And once you have your gloss on, that's when you can also rub your lips together. So as you guys can see, it comes on very solid when you do those 3 colors. That's another reason for it. Now, taking it off. People ask me, well, how do you take it off? I mentioned that we have a little thing called Oops Remover. There you go. And the Oops Remover is there. So like if I had felt like I really got outside of the natural line of my lip, I can use the Oops Remover and just take it and rub back and forth right there. And it's going to take that away with a little bit of a tissue. You just swipe the liquid on it, and then with a tissue, just kind of blot it, and it'll help. If you are at the end of your day, you've had it on for several hours. Like I said, I've had it on for up to 12 hours. You're going to have it on for a minimum of 4. Then what you can do is get like those makeup remover cloths that Noxzema or Neutrogena, I'm sorry, sells, or there's a Target knockoff and there's a Walmart knockoff you could do as well. Coconut oil is another one. Alcohol pads, a little bit abrasive, but they will definitely take it off, and antibacterial gel. any kind of makeup remover with a little bit of effort and a little bit of rubbing power is going to take it off at the end of the day. The Oops Remover is definitely the product that we recommend. Another thing about the long wear time is usually by the end of the day, you are going to be able to exfoliate it off a little bit with just your bedtime routine of brushing your teeth and that toothpaste being exposed and the saliva exposed to your lips. If you take it off after you've brushed your teeth, you're just gonna be able to take it off with a washcloth 9 times out of 10. So that's what we recommend. And just keep that in mind, that the gloss is key also to the wear time. You are only going to need to apply the LipSense once, maybe twice at the little corners and then on the inside as the day goes on, but you're not going to need to apply it more than that. Now your gloss, you'll want to apply periodically. As first-time users, especially as you're trying to just build up the moisture on your lips, then you might want to do it more frequently, but that's going to be the thing that helps you. And gloss is particularly important before you sit down to eat a meal. That is going to help protect against saliva and food. So be sure to apply gloss before you eat. I know that sounds kind of bizarre, but you will notice a difference. Okay, the other thing is I wanted to talk to y'all about custom blends. So take a look at what I've got here. I have this one called Lexi Berry and this one called Kiss for a Cause. And those are just 2 of the 60 shades that we have. We also have some limited edition ones that are going to be seasonal. And the thing I love, in addition to the not coming off and the wear time on this, is the ability to make my own lip color. It's almost obsessive for me now. I'm always trying to see what other colors I can come up with just by blending the ones that I've already bought. And so the thing that I was going to show you all is, if say you've got a bright color that feels a little bit out of your comfort zone, all you have to do is take a lighter color, like this is Pink Champagne, and it's in our cools category. And if you apply it, then again, you're gonna be doing 3 layers at any time. So maybe you do the Lexi Berry twice, and then you do Pink Champagne after that one time. It's going to lighten it up for you. And see, it licks, and it's gonna dry a little bit. I'm gonna apply that on Kiss for a Cause too, so you guys can see that. I didn't get it all the way over there. Sorry. So what happens then is it lightens it. And if it feels a little bold to you, like if you were like, oh my gosh, that Fly Girl is way out of my comfort zone, which it used to be for me, but I'm loving it now, then I could always take Pink Champagne, or you could take Pink Champagne and lighten it up just a little bit. It's those subtle differences. But creating those custom blends, just think about it this way. If you have 3 tubes of LipSense, you've actually got 27 different color combinations, and it just grows and grows. So you're going to see how it's kind of addicting as you are able to build your collection. Now we're going to get back to the party, but before I do, I just wanted to tell you one last thing. I do have a special deal for first-time users. It's a starter set that comes with the Oops Remover and a clear gloss, which is just your basic clear glossy gloss, and then the color of your choice. And I'll put the pricing up momentarily for that. And we also have a great hostess program or a friend referral program. If you love freebies and you just want to get some stuff for free and you want to bring me some friends that like the product too, then there are some great referral gifts. So thanks again for watching, and I want you to have a great rest of the time. And I also want you to try out my kiss test in a moment, or check it out, and you're just going to see how I have magically changed clothes and hairdo all in one day. Talk to you soon.